Winter?
I believe in the Muerta.
You believe in the Muerta?
So I hope they have done their research. You know what? I'm hoping Coach Mushu gave them a bit of a talking down to.
And honestly, I think the talk down to is as easy as it needs to be. Is guys, the game didn't need to go that late.
It didn't need to go that way. I was casting Dream League, and you know we were fresh in a patch. I believe Ricky or our Cryptic was a big fan of Muerta. I have to say, I do not find Muerta convincing. I think this hero is very strange with its timings. Although.
Nova, a little self-dispel. He's got Blood Grenade. I don't know if they catch him here. There's another Sticky Bomb. Axe to stacks. Yeah, they got him dead to rights. Blood Grenade just in case. Axe is in 3 seconds, but it's Shanks to draw first blood. If I were a Monkey King, would be to try and burst this kind of a hero with like a stun from the trees into a Ravage, into jumping in with Deso, perhaps. You can see the damage now. Wow, on Shanks. That's a support Clinks for sure, but down he goes as EXECRATION are going to also lose Zephyr. Sorry, make that Carlo up top. Looks like to the arrow of Zephyr.
They're finding everything they want now, and the levels are up. We got the output coming out here.
Tino's going to give another... Is Tino dead? Dare I say the word? No, he's okay. He's got boots. Early level advantage for him. Something like that. But no, it's still as long as it's ever been. Arrow that time is going to miss, though. Bob's A-okay. I think otherwise he actually would have died. It's okay mid. Gets a little bit close for death as Shanks is going to have to take another death. That's his third already. Natsumi off to a phenomenal start then. I mean, Boom so far on all 3 lanes, correct me if I'm wrong, Jonathan, going swimmingly for them.
Yeah, they've found everything they want. They're still applying harassment onto Bobo. Last off.
Oh, that's not bad. That'll condemn Yopaj, in fact. So that's something finally to equalize a bit of the pressure that they were otherwise seen in the mid lane.
Chasing Tino.
Rune spawn bottom. Now Tino's even getting run out of this lane, and there's X-Nova coming to connect. So Tino, I mean, he's going to look to waste as much time as he can. With the Boar Poison out now, you can really look to force that. X-Nova deals with the Boar. Is going to allow Natsumi to jump and collect the kill. So, you know, patience is a virtue, and this one pays in the mid lane. Lots of pressure onto this Pango.
Lots of pressure on the Pango. They're trying to make a move on FBZ, but it takes a lot of damage. 6 is up, so the damage is there, but does he mind? Probably not.
Just barely getting them that bonus match damage, really making a difference. Does take a death. Yep. All in doing a bit of work there.
Not going to fully commit on Natsumi. Down bot here onto
the very least, given how hard this bottom lane has been, he's allowed to soak a little bit of experience. Of course, at the risk of dying, he is blown up. Over action in the mid lane where Zephyr has already thrown the arrow and they lack the burst, although nearly picking it there on the Tidebringer. Like that much though. Okay, a little roar down bottom. He's going to get up the ultimate here. Shanks is not going to be able to fight through this.
Yeah, he has a lot of armor. He can't melt him through with a Clinks.
No, he doesn't. Bob even is, nearly going to die. Does not force him out of the ultimate. Bob! Oh my goodness, he goes down. Natsumi cannot be killed fast enough. Like you said, just too much armor. As they do catch Carlo as well in the mid lane. That was a boat combo used to kill the Techies and Wukong's command to trade for Bob. I think that's a trade well worth it, especially because Bob. We'll see how it continues to play out, as that is a Torrent that does not catch Bob. He picks up the DD rune. Will he pay with this for his life? Because he didn't get that much damage block here, and the boat, yeah, it's going to kill all him. Down he goes.
You'll always be my child.
At least the DD still bottled up, so he's going to have a little bit of a play.
Tanner was trying to meteor hammer the tower, only to be interrupted by a little dead shot there.
Yeah, that's always annoying. You can kind of play it play it safely pretty far away. Excuse me on that one.
Oh, good. Is this going to be a kill? They need a little bit more damage, and from range they have it. Okay. Carlo having a much more difficult game. You're not going to get away with as good as a Techies game as he got away with last time, that's for sure. That is an early halberd as well. Will allow them to fight very well into the Muerta. Question is, how well can they fight now into Bob, as X-Nova is forced to ulti himself. I believe with the heals he has now, he'll be okay. He'll come out basically full HP. X into arrow, into as well the Fortune's End. Torrent as well, leaves him below half HP, but Bob still has a little bit of damage that he can deal in. Carlos now respawned. So we have the opportunity for a blast off, but in comes FBZ now, eager to show up to the fights. No way. Is this the combo now? They catch him. He does get swashbuckle out in time. Zephyr stunned up, however, in the same stroke by the blast off as Carlos sacrifices himself so that Bob may live another day. Is he really? He's going to have to get the ultimate. Okay, and the X mark is here. The roar likely not going to save the Beastmaster. In comes Palos, though. There's the calling, plenty of magic damage, and they have the kill. Couple Maelstrom procs through Pierce the Veil. Down he goes, and Yopaj, you gotta be careful here as well. No mana cost to cast the Heaven's Halberd. So he's trying to run up to high ground. Not sure how Fear sent him that way, but he went that way, and that'll kill him.
And big kill. It's Divine from EXECRATION, showing off the power of that Muerta. 18-7, net worth lead from Boom isn't that high. They need to maximize this Battle Fury now, although they might punish Shanks here.
Pretty close hero for hero. FBZ's a bit further behind than his counterpart, but a kill onto Shanks should see that relatively even. He's a fast little piggy, though, and X-Nova keeps healing up a lot. Yeah, he's got a couple stacks now on the full promise up, and he's just out of there, okay.
He's just fully healed.
Yep.
Unfortunate.
That's pretty good. X-Nova exchanging mana for some tickles onto him.
What do you do with him?
Natsumi.
What do you do with this?
Oh, they've stunned him up as well. Nice stun. Does catch two. Prevents Carlo from getting the mines out, but they just have to commit one more ultimate. I believe Bob actually jumped to the monkey there.
Yeah.
Didn't hit him with the Rolling Thunder, but didn't matter because Boom were smoked up on the other side of the map, looking to do the same to a Muerta. All right, Carlo gets down the wards nice and early. They do dust up Shanks, but the Blink Dagger in from FBZ is going to stop this rush attempt in its tracks. It's a lot of magic damage onto FBZ. Saved a bit there by X-Nova as Bob just Rolling Thunder for 15 seconds. There's the call-in. Nice silence there onto Yopaj as Pierce the Veil. Still holding on to that one now. Right now, it's just a bunch of chip and harass. Natsumi holding on to his Wukong's command as well. Knows that they're under vision from a Hawk. But they don't want to let EXECRATION take this Roche for free. It's a bit hard as well for EXECRATION. As soon as you use that Pierce the Veil, Boom Esports, they're going to want to go right on in and try and punish the lack of that spell. Short duration on that, long downtime, pardon me. So just kind of FBZ chilling in the area, threatening for a Ravage, you know. It's going to make this difficult enough.
Oh.
Oh! Yo, 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 yo.
Oh. This is awkward, but they're a big hit in my country. It just doesn't make sense.
Oh, he's gonna go for this. And boat incoming after him. A good disarm onto the Clinks. He missed himself. Oh no, he caught himself on the Captain Coco's Rumba.
As well, with Tino around with the Aura.
Oh yeah, he's got himself the Alpha Wolf as well for a little bit more damage.
Very nice. And now we have 2 lives up on Palos.
Boom, wrapping around. Need to get this one right. It'll be difficult though, as you can see, Carlo. I mean, no minefield sign at least for yet, but it is really starting to get comfortable up here. It's going to be scouted now. Lots of heroes making the jump. That's a nice calling onto 2. An even better stun, however, and a disarm is going to force Palos out of this fight. Has BKB, has Aegis, and has Pierce the Veil still. This is just his regular damage now. Good damage as well onto Oracle as X-Nova forced out of this fight. Ravage does manage to catch 3 heroes, and that's now going to be Tino dead. X-Nova still underneath the ward, can find no comfort, but can find a disarm at the very least onto the Muerta. She's still holding on to the BKB, holding on to the Pierce the Veil. Now we'll finally let loose. BKB ready to go, but the disarm found her. She did not use the BKB on the first life. Might not matter too much as Natsumi is going to be chewed through very quickly there. Bob with the tips onto Palos is now FBZ. Full tips onto Palos as well, as he's going to be able to avoid the arrow, sidesteps past that one. FBZ, no Ravage to his name, is going to be left just to Meteor Hammer the wave. 2 for 2, is it? Deep now. Not sure, what were those tips? Were those tips onto Palos? Just because, like, well, hold on, we'll have to think about that. Oh my god, Meteor Hammer into boat. What a combo. Shanks as well on the stun. Did not catch Yopaj, but did catch Zephyr at least. Another disarm here onto Palos. Relevant as he does have Pierce the Veil. He's activated. He's going back on in, and the damage on X-Nova, it's immense, but not nearly enough, especially as he's stunned up by Natsumi. Okay, he's back out of the fight. Pierce the Veil, disactive, inactive, and he cops an arrow.
No follow-up.
Follow-up.
Unfortunate. Would have been a big kill if you can pin down Palos 2 times in a row, but does manage to escape there.
Natsumi always chilling for now. Has the cover of Moonlight Shadow. Sees a couple enemies. Wants to go in. They think they can burst Tino, but he did get off that Crimson Guard before he went down into the boat. Now Meteor Hammer on top. It still managed to get out the roar. Not a ton of follow-up, but there they go. Shanks from the side. It's a little scary, but not nearly enough. FBZ holding on to the Ravage. Still holding, as is Palos here on Pierce the Veil and the BKB. A Rolling Thunder as well is still available for the Pangolier on top of his brand new Ag Scepter. That's some damage though. Guardian Greaves does manage to keep him alive. There's the Ravage, does catch onto 2 heroes, and Natsumi immediately onto Shanks, able to blow him up. The Rolling Thunder, though, still pretty decent. BKB available for Palos and to pierce the veil, sent up, and now in comes the BKB. The damage onto FBZ. Oh, yeah, there you go. 2 heroes dead, just like that. Gem of True Sight on the deck. And that is Skeletons. They're going to have to go the long way around here for Boom. Moonlight Shadow essentially extending the duration. Oh, that's a fat Lotus pool. There's 4 Lotuses in that boy. X-Nova, they're going to know he's here. Wards on the low ground here for EXECRATION as they manage to fight their way into the pit. Shanks catches an arrow here. They need a bit more damage and finally have it courtesy of X-Nova's Purifying Flames. Bob rolling around on the edge of the fight as Zephyr tries to jump off the map. They do control FBZ, but he still is holding on to the ultimate. And X-Nova still is holding on to the false promise as well. So we still have a Ravage in this fight. Palos, he might be in some trouble. Pops the BKB, pops Pierce the Veil, but he's running. There's a little bit of damage now back onto Natsumi. The Fear as well, extending the effective lockdown, but X-Nova's here to save the day. Natsumi now with a bit more life steal, another 250 gold on over to the coffers of Boom Esports as they fight their way back towards their own high ground, back into a literal minefield, however, is something that they are going to reconsider, especially as they see Roshan rejoin the pits. 70% chance, I mean, those are good odds.
Those are very good odds.
We'll see. FBZ did not get caught there by the dead shot. Natsumi initiating this fight, looking to blow her up. Nice stun from long range, reducing the armor as well with the gush, and they have the kill. That's Aegis neutralized. Natsumi setting up the Wukong's command, cannot nuke through Bob in that same amount of time as they've clipped FBZ. He's bonked up to the high ground. Blink Dagger being kept.
That's pretty good.
Muted. This is very troublesome now.
Okay,
Natsumi is dead, killed by the roar as FBZ dies on the high ground, 5 feet above ground. X-Nova forced to ulti himself, trying to TP away as the Fear catches Zephyr. I honestly don't know if X-Nova lives here in the fountain. He took a ton of damage. Oh, barely lives through there as Zephyr, they throw the tar bomb after him, and he's dead footsteps outside of his tier 4. Bob gets the cheese off. That's pretty clutch there. What in the world happened in that fight? Boom, they did not respect the strength of that Morta.
No, they did not. They took the first life. They couldn't get the Ravage off. FBZ is stuck in a very awkward position
as well. I mean, this is fast. Now there is a Blink Ravage available. Bob as well, Rolling Thunder ready to go. They've neutralized on Aegis. This is just Megas. That's just Megas. It's just that easy. And good luck chasing. Carlos once again set up for another highlight reel clip here. Bob in trouble, actually hit and killed by the Meteor Hammer. Nice disarm before the BKB is activated there on Palos. Just kind of waste the Pierce the Veil. So it seems like EXECRATION fairly happy with what they've gotten so far. They'd be even happy if they could just burst Natsumi with the Ravage in time. Once again, Palos not activated the BKB, finally gets it off, but he's disarmed, so he's running for this duration. As they counter-initiate on Natsumi, there's X-Nova with the false promise from the side, as they will at least be able to condemn Carlo to death. Everyone else, though, well, basically just 2 others still on the run. Palos is caught here, Arrow. Not sure if they gave him the vision. 4 staff on out, and I think he's just clear home in here.
Still this massive team fight if they can get it off.
Palos, why this camp? Why is it always this camp? I mean, he's just dead.
All right. Oh, 90 seconds, no buyback.
Why is it always that camp? Oh, they're going to fight on this. In goes Bob. Now FBZ, of course, using that Kraken Shell, finds himself dispelled. Has X-Nova waiting in the wings and a monkey in the tree. Back in their soul.
In their soul, Ricky.
Separating it from their physical body, knocking it 150 units away. The soul is untargetable, muted, disarmed, and well, actually, it's Bob going in, but didn't really find a role he was looking for. Nice stun at the very least, but they're just going to clear these waves. These tier 4 towers are still mostly immaculate now. Nice bounce shot up there. Oh, Kunka's Water Park, pulling back Bob potentially into his death. Oh, hit the Ravage, down he goes. Has buyback, will commit it instantly, but he's gonna TP back all the way from that top outpost. So it's still a 5v4 for some time. Palos, that's just his normal attack speed. That's not even Pierce the Veil. Takes down a tier 4 tower. FBZ dreaming that he's gonna land a Meteor Hammer 42 minutes into the game. It's going to be a torrent now onto Palos. They're closing the gap, trying to burst him from range. Out comes the Wukong's command. He is disarmed, though. Oh, the Torrent Storm doing some good work. That's the first life now from the Muerta. But the Ancient is exposed, so Boom Esports once again trying to defend for their lives. Pierce the Veil utilized, however, he did not BKB. Oh, but the damage. Oh, the damage is immense. And they find a bash on now onto Natsumi, but he's going to go back on in. They finally activate the BKB for Palos, but doesn't have Pierce the Veil. The damage isn't good enough. The life steal is immense. Ancient has been fortified, but it's going down here slowly but surely. The Techies mines as well, off like fireworks, like cannons. As 2 go down now from Boom. There's no buyback from Bob. Or GG.